This is a very DIY photo shoot that anybody can do, anywhere, anytime. You do not need a lot of things. You really almost only need a box, a little bit of extra lighting, and a camera, like a cell phone camera. So everything I do today will be done on my cell phone and only my cell phone. Even though I have, fancy camera equipment, I'm not gonna use it. And I promise you, the pictures can come out really cute. So the first thing, of course, you need is a box. So take a look here. I have a little box here. This box I got at Home Depot. So nothing fancy about it. You can get yourself a box at Home Depot, at Staples. You can just wait for one to show up, with a package from Amazon, and that's really gonna be good enough, right? So this box is a rectangular box. I actually would prefer to even have a square box, depending upon the size. This box is okay for kids, for smaller adults, but once you get into maybe a guy over 6 feet or a broader person, this one's a little bit harder to get everybody into, but it works fine. My thoughts are actually that I was gonna take 2 of these and kind of chop them up and make just a wider box so I have the height and I can give myself, double width for this. So someday I may do that. The other thing I discovered I needed when I put this on my table was, well, now it's standing perfectly still, but without little props, the box is still not falling over. The box will fall over. So, still not falling over. Look at that. Okay, well, it was falling over before, so I used a prop here. This is just a little thing from my living room. I just grabbed my camera bag, used my camera bag here, and propped up my box. When you take the shots, of course, you're gonna want your box to be nice and centered. And then I used a towel, just a towel from my bathroom. I like to use a dark covered towel, maybe a brown towel. I didn't have a brown towel, so I just pulled this red one. I think that'll be fine. Just something dark. Okay, the other things you're gonna need is some sort of lighting. Now the lighting I'm using right now, you see how bright it is and how lit up I am? I'm using like a super inexpensive light from Amazon that you can get for maybe $20, maybe less. So let me give it a turn here and you can take a look at the lighting. This is it. It's a teeny little light. It's very bright right now, so it's gonna be hard for you to see. But that's it. It's a super, and this light is dimmable, so I could actually make it a little bit less bright. You can go on to Amazon and buy a really cheap one. I'm gonna link that one to this tutorial. The other thing that I would say is worth paying for is this tripod, a tripod for your cell phone, okay? And the reason why is because you're gonna wanna take your camera, your cell phone, and put it right in here, and you're gonna wanna center it onto the box, and you're not gonna wanna move it. Just leave it there so that when you take your pictures come out like in the same perspective every single time. So this is probably the most essential outside of having an actual box. The lighting itself, if you don't wanna get lighting, you could do it during the day. Just do it in a really bright and sunny place, or maybe even put your box facing like a door, open up the door and let the natural light come in. That's all doable. Put it in your garage, open your garage door and be under some nice covered shade. So you just want to light up the faces that are inside of there. So that's really it. That's all the essentials that you need other than the phone, the tripod, and the light, and the box, and something to go in the back. Okay, so now we're ready for the shoot. And there's the camera all set up, and it is centered very nicely onto the box. And the lighting, because it's such a little light source, it's really almost directly behind the camera. So you're gonna get in from behind, make sure that the backdrop is nice and low, and then hopefully you have an assistant who will come in and take some photos for you. Okay, and that's it.